morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing all right, staying safe. Today, I'm just getting ready to do a meeting, to run some errands, possibly, work on the computer, and practice, that sort of stuff. The usual, I guess you would say. Got done with the meeting, and I took my notes, and I'm just gonna get started with trying to do some promotional stuff for concert for this weekend. It's gonna be May 15th, so I don't know if this vlog will be up before then. I don't think it will, but yeah, so I have a lot of work to do. Gonna do probably some video editing and just get the day started even further. Alright guys, get ready to do some practicing, and if everything goes well, maybe a little recording. But first, I'm gonna finish my breakfast. I just finished doing some recording. You probably already know if you've been a subscriber to my channel, but I've been working on an etude series focusing on one of the David Height editions. So if you haven't checked it out, you totally need to check it out. I think this book is awesome. It's a Melodious Studies book. And yeah, so getting some recording stuff done and trying to be productive, right? It's a Monday, so Mondays are meant to be productive. So you probably noticed that I've been using some new equipment. I'm gonna have to show you guys a little bit more in depth of what I'm using now, but I'm really happy with it. And yeah, I should probably do it in a vlog or maybe a tutorial or something like that, but I think it would be super cool. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. We'll see. All right, so I did my video stuff, I did some audio stuff, and now I kind of need to go grocery shopping. It's one of those things that, you get so busy and you're like, oh, there's like nothing in the fridge. And then basically what you want to eat is snacks, because that's way easier than making anything, because you can't make anything anyway because there's nothing in the fridge, and yeah, it's a vicious cycle. So I am going to run some errands and stuff like that, and I'll probably pick up the camera tomorrow, Tuesday, which is a teaching day for me. So usually during this day, this is a Monday, I'm doing a lot of like editing, video editing, audio editing stuff, any other projects, basically all the musical performance stuff and video stuff. And so that's one thing I will say is, being a musician anywhere, but I'll just say as a New York City musician, you have to make sure that you delegate your time really well, because it's so easy to all of a sudden not have any time for anything. And so what I have to do is I have to like pick certain days that works best for me. And if it's one of those things that you can consolidate your teaching to like 2 to 3 days, and then the other days are like your rehearsals and your performances or any kind of other projects, that's really helpful. I know that it's easier said than done, but once you start kind of getting into the swing of things and getting your schedule in hold and stuff like that, you're gonna find that you're gonna have a little bit more time. So if you can do that, do it. If you don't have that opportunity to do that, then what I suggest you do is take the opportunity to look at your schedule, look at what you're doing, and seeing, what's the am I using my time the best way? Is there the return investment that I truly need? And so it takes time. I feel like it takes at least 4 or 5 years to really get used to a schedule, and sometimes that's a luxury. Sometimes all of a sudden a wrench is thrown your way and you have to like start all over. So, and I've been there. So what I'm getting at is you gotta really be really strict with how you use your time, and that kind of discipline, you'll see it's gonna pay off. So right now I am gonna do all these non-musical things, get it over with so it won't interfere with all the musical things.
We have an
These days, learning is still done remotely, and so, I have my station right here, and a lot of times what I'll do is I'll use either Zoom or Google Meet. What I like about the Google Meet is I find that my sound doesn't get cut off, whereas in Zoom sometimes my sound does get cut off. But yeah, so I have my books, have everything set, sometimes I have my tea or my coffee, and then I just work with the students. And that's how it's been, for this school year, because of the pandemic and stuff like that. So yeah, there are limitations to, remote learning, but at the same time, what's nice is that, I have my books and everything that I can pull out for my students and my own library, because a lot of the time I come to the students, and that's the other thing is, it's depending on what your teacher does, they might go to the student, and the student has their own music stand and stuff like that, but the teacher brings music and obviously their own instrument and metronome, whatever. Or sometimes teachers have a setup where the students come to the teacher, so they would come to your place, and you would have, you would have your library and everything like that, and the student would set up in your studio. So, it depends. Everybody has their own kind of workflow, but, during this unprecedented year, the workflow that I'm doing right now is what a lot of people do. And I do want to say is remote learning has always been around, maybe until not this capacity, obviously, but it does exist, and there are also teachers that teach online like this before COVID. So, there are multiple ways to reach your students. You can have them come to you, you can come to them, or you can do it remotely. And there's always pros and cons to all of those things. So, when you decide to teach, or if you're approaching a teacher, just kind of keep in mind what can work and what works for your schedule and things like that. Yeah. Heading out. Now, some good news regarding the global pandemic is that the CDC announced, I believe last night, that if you are fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. Now I do have my mask with me, and when I go to the store, I will be wearing a mask, just out of respect for others, and also, it was just announced, so the reality is not everyone might not be doing that, so I don't want to cause any problems either. So when I'm outside, I'm definitely gonna take off the mask, but when I'm inside, I think just for now it'll be a good idea, because the reality is, how do you know someone's fully vaccinated or not? So anyway, we're here in Jackson Heights. I'm going to Target to get this, to take a look at this Hilton Carter collection. And to be honest, most of the plants that I've gotten at in most of these mom and pop shops in Jackson Heights. I am not a huge fan of these big box stores like Target or Walmart. I understand why they're so great, or great to some, because it's a one-stop shop. But the reality is, I'd rather spend it on small businesses. But it's a limited edition collection, and I also want to support other people that are doing wonderful things, or doing really cool creative things. So yeah.
约驾照。
We are in Flushing, Queens. This is the largest Chinatown in New York City, and we are headed to College Point Boulevard. So they didn't actually, in this Flushing location, they didn't have a lot. They did have some live plants that was nice, but nothing that I needed or didn't have. So I just got one of the pots, 7-inch pots, black one. But if you are looking for a greater selection, you're probably gonna find a better job maybe in Brooklyn or in Manhattan. Getting ready to work, and I have my new mic that I'm using. Yeah, there's my stand, my iPad stand. Plans are chilling. So I'm just gonna get ready to go do some more work, and then I'll be done. Okay, and that is a wrap. I'm done with the interview, and yeah, it's like evening time now. I know it's bright now. I'm so happy. It's like finally it's like daylight, you know. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the vlog for today, and you know, I think tomorrow I have a concert, and I'll take you guys along with me for that. Hey everybody, good morning, afternoon, or wherever you are. So today it's a weekend, Saturday. It is like 8:15 a.m. in the morning, and I'm doing a concert for Wilson College, Cambridge. And essentially what we're doing is I have a trio that I'm working with named Persephone, and we do the Schumann trio together, and we did some solo works as well. And it's pre-recorded, but we'll be doing some live talking. So I've put it on my Instagram. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, check me out. It's at Medina Clarinet. And I also have it on Facebook at Medina Clarinetist. So if you don't follow me, you should. And you know, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. But yeah, so I'm doing that. So I'm getting ready. In London, it is 1:30, so it's their lunchtime concerts, which is a breakfast concert for those of us here. So anyway, I'm getting ready to do that, and yeah.
What a beautiful program and gorgeous playing, Persephone Trio.
Ooh, beautiful, beautiful.
Hey everyone, it's Medina. I'm back, and I'm gonna in the Bronx see some family, but I'm gonna end the vlog here. It's the next day. I had my concert yesterday, and so I just wanted to say thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next part of the Etude series. Thanks a lot, everybody. Stay safe, mask up when you need to, and have a great day.